Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. In this video I am going to be explaining to you how the melee system in Star Wars Battlefront 2 has changed from the first game. Now I will be talking about the infantry melee combat rather than the heroes, as their combat is a bit more advanced and is a topic for another time. However, some of the principles in this video do apply to them. Before I show you what changes have been made to the melee mechanic in Battlefront 2, let's see how it works in the current game so we have a comparison for reference. Before plenty of patches, the melee attack used to be quite sluggish and stopped you dead in your tracks, which was really frustrating as many other shooters don't do that. It was also the fact the animation was quite slow, which made it not as useful. Now it is better because there has been some more forward movement adjusted so you don't just stand where you are when you hit, and despite the hitboxes not being the best, I don't mind it so much, though it can be frustrating if you think you hit someone and it doesn't register, and then it can be a bit of a spam fest when you're trying to kill someone at close quarters combat and they're trying to do the same thing. It does look a bit odd at times and not really Star Wars-esque. It also takes 2 hits to kill an infantry at full health. So in Star Wars Battlefront 2, the fluidity of the melee is much better and is almost like an actual combat system seen in other games. Instead of the same animation repeated over and over, you melee again and again. It will vary from one arm to the other, and I think it's very intuitive, it feels great, it looks fantastic, and it's a very huge step up from how it looked in the previous game. You can definitely feel the difference as well as see it, and you can even lunge a little bit further. I think I'm not 100% sure on the specifics, but from what I've seen back in the gameplay and how it felt when I was playing the game, it definitely looks like you can lunge a little bit more or reach a little bit further, which is pretty cool. Instead of just, you know, moving your elbows close up and not really doing much, you can sort of throw your weapon out a little bit depending what the weapon is. Obviously the length will still be the same across the board, but it does give you that sense of freedom when you're using the melee. And I personally think I am going to love this new intuitive system DICE have implemented for this game. As for damage, each melee attack causes 50 damage, which is a nice even amount, which is 3 hits to kill the base assault class. Just remember, each class has a different health value, so the heavy, for example, would take 4 hits if the trooper was undamaged. Of course, most people you're going to be fighting against in close quarters combat are likely to have received some sort of damage, so it might take less than 3 hits to kill someone, for example. But of course, it all depends on their class, and if they've got a health boost, for example, or if, you know, they're a hero, they may have 600 health, so it will take a little bit more. Of course, that is how it was in pre-alpha at EA Play, and all of it could change, like health values, how much damage the melee causes, and even its speed, for example, and its range. This is not final, and I think when we get the beta, we'll have a better look at exactly how the melee is going to work in the full game, as it will be very close to being finished. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you a fan of the melee system in Star Wars Battlefront, and are you happy with how it looks? I'd be interested because I've not actually asked many people's opinions, so I'd like to get your opinions on how it looks in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Also, if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe so you can never miss any Star Wars Battlefront 2 news. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. If you learnt something new, make sure to leave a like as well. And I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.